And I have one thing to say, that is, taking control is for kids. Hello, I'm Rati Gorfine of Creative Calling Coaching. And this week's theme is adulting versus controlling. Before I dig into that, I just want to invite you to click the link above, where you will get the opportunity to download a free gift. Hint, if you're somebody who finds it difficult to make decisions, like you stand in the cookie aisle for 20 minutes and decide between Oreos and Pepperidge Farms, you got to get this. You got to download this free gift. Anyway, I'll talk more about it later. In the meantime, let's get back to the matter at hand. Adulting versus control. Hi, Miles. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to try to actually see who's attending this live this time so I can greet you and say hello. Got to let go of control a little bit in order to do that, so I cast my eye there. Anyway, people don't like that word for some reason, adulting as a verb, and I get it. You know, turning perfectly good nouns into verbs. Annoying. However, it has entered the lexicon, so I'm rolling with it to the best possible effect that I can. See, here's the thing. If you look up what the key elements are of being an adult, they have to do with the ability to, adulting as a verb has to do with your capacity to take care of business, even if you don't feel like it. That's adulting in a nutshell. Taking care of and addressing what needs addressing, regardless of how you feel. You know how I always talk about how you need to separate what you want from how you feel so that you can go for what you want anyway? Well, this is another way of saying that. If you want to be an adult, you do what you have to do to accomplish what you want. I'm going to break it down into a little bit of an acronym. I did two acronyms for this particular live. Adult and control. So the A in adult is to accept what is. The D is to deal with it, not deny it, not digress from it via some shiny object, but to deal, accept and deal. The U is to undertake, is action oriented, to undertake an action to address the situation. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because the L is for learning from your mistakes. It's all an opportunity to evolve. So then the T is where you take what you learn. Take what you learn and build from there. You do it all over again. You accept what is, you deal, you don't deny or digress. You undertake the undertaking. You learn from however it goes, and you take what works and build from there. Repeat. Now, the reason I started out by saying control is for kids is because this is how control breaks down via my little acronym to help you make a distinction, all right? So the C in control is for contradict reality. If you're going to be in control no matter what, it means you can't always go with the flow, easy does it, or accept what is. So the C is for contradict reality. The O is for going ostrich. That's also a really good modus operandi. Thanks, Miles, for, holding on to those reins. Just go ostrich, contradict reality. N is for negate all other input, because again, if you start taking an input, it threatens your position as king. It threatens your position as the controller. So N, negate all other input, and then tell people what to do. Don't ask. You tell them. Is this starting to sound like a 3-year-old to you? Yeah. So you got tell people, don't ask. Then we're up to R. You rationalize. You rationalize why you're telling people to do what they have to do, why you need to deny reality, why you're behaving like an ostrich. You just rationalize it all away, and you rationalize how your way or the highway is best. And then, of course, you have to oppose all other input, oppose all others, because God knows we had a great model for that. Yeah, kids try to control their environment sometimes more so than adults. This is really too. Remember, we had a child in chief for 4 years, and this kind of worked for him, I guess. He would absolutely oppose all others, contradict reality, and ultimately, you lose. Fortunately, that was so in January. You lose, okay? You see how control, it's a very difficult way to live. It's like going through life with your fists clenched. Now, an adult knows you got to stay loose. You got to keep a loose hand. You got to keep your head up. You can't go ostrich. You actually have to take in other people's input. You have to take in the situation. And if you're smart, you build on the 10% or so that works. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. When you are feeling the negativity of stress, you're feeling stress, chances are you're in control mode. And that's a cue for you to remember the acronym for adult. Accept what is and deal with that. Don't deny what's going on. Don't digress from it. Calmly undertake whatever, accepting yourself for who you are. It's not going to be perfect. So, you're going to learn from whatever happens. And however it works out, you're going to take what you have learned and do better. There's no room in there for stress, really, because stress is really a focus of the self. Stress is self-protective, and so is control. So I hope you enjoyed that little rant. I had fun doing it. I'm going to talk a little more about the invitation I gave you at the very beginning of this live, which was to go ahead and opt in for my free gift, which I call the 3 keys to making your next big move in life, my runway method of decision making. I hope you download it, because if you do, what it's going to do is give you a structure within which you can really calmly look at your options, prioritize them with regard to what really matters to you, ergo creating a basis for decision. And once you know what really matters in the grand scheme of things, doesn't mean you're not going to get to everything, but you can't get to everything first. You will be able to decide. And this is the thing about decision making. It takes you out of that fork in the road and allows you to activate and get into action. So I hope you will go ahead and do that. That's my call to action, folks. Click on that link. I'm here every Thursday. If you had fun, if you enjoyed it, please share, please like, please subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And I will see you again next Thursday. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.